I would say before Versa, going back 10 years ago, we had a radio system before, but it was an outdated technology. It didn't have the right range of what we wanted to. They were old school, they were a little bit bulkier. So we ended up shifting back towards mobile phones. And that definitely worked. It enabled us to properly communicate. But again, the main challenge is there is that it's not as instant as what you would like.
Yung cellphone kasi, may instances na busy talaga siya. Lalo na pag outbound, inbound yung mga calls na nire-receive natin.
So we usually use the cell phone in deploying our units in the field. That's why others are not aware that other fleets are all busy doing emergencies.
The problem with cell phones is that it's one-on-one, or two-on-two communication. Not everyone else seeing the big picture.
Even in an emergency, those few seconds of just being able to answer the phone and then get connected, that really adds up. At Lifeline last year, I think we did 18,000 total calls. And if that's a few seconds, that really starts to compound if we're doing the kind of volume we're doing.
So now here comes Versa, the #1 provider of push-to-talk over cellular radio. Now this partnership would bring about more efficiency, faster response. When two #1 companies join together, you get better results.
The president of Lifeline 16911 tasked me with identifying a preferred supplier for our communication system. I was looking predominantly for a solution that was not only using the latest technology, but was versatile. One of the key inclusions for my criteria was geographic coverage and capability across different environments, such as urban areas and remote areas. One of the things that really attracted me to Versa was the dual SIM capability. This maximizes our ability to maintain communications during emergencies.
In an industry like this where lives matter and lives get saved, you shouldn't cut corners. If you see our ambulances, it's based off international standard, not just local. So if we're doing this in our own service, bringing in someone like Versa and bringing in Versa to be a part of that thing, we don't cut corners, and we wanted to do that by bringing in the best.
In a seconds lang or wala pang seconds, nakakapag-shout kami, nakakapag-deploy ka agad ng ambulance. So, nakakasagip tayo ng buhay.
Since ginamit namin yung Versa Radio, hindi na namin kailangang mag-text sa ambulance crews. And then, sila na yung nagsusulat ng details. And then, nag-advise na-responding sila for emergencies. Pumasok si Versa sa Lifeline, naging mabilisan lahat. So, pati sa mga ambulances namin is medyo na-shock na kanun pala kabilis maging live yung transition namin from cellphone to radio.
Lifeline started as a larger scale contract with a developer, and they didn't partner with Lifeline before Versa. They have a very strict response time of about 3 minutes, and we were able to almost completely 100% adhere to that. I would say somewhere in the vicinity of 99%.
It responds faster because the call is an open call. So when we say code 66, that's an emergency. That means all ambulances in the fleet start engine, right? So as they start the engine, then we narrow it down to location is Makati. So all other ambulances can wind down, but the ones in Makati stay open until the next call, which is, let's say it's in Dasmariñas village. And then the 2 ambulances assigned within that area will respond. So that's how quickly it will happen, all within one radio call to all units. Second, once we've isolated the unit responding, the 2 units that are responding and heading to the house, we go on to the private channels with them, to go to the patient information, and we start relaying all the information before they even land to the patient's side. So by the time they get to the patient, they already have the entire history of what's going on. That's important for us because as we get that history, we're feeding that history to the hospital, the one that we're taking them to. As we get more information from the patient and the patient's family, we're relaying it again back on radio using codes. From there, we relay it to the hospital. So even before they get to the hospital, the hospital is very aware and clear of exactly what's happening and who's coming in. So they're fully prepared already. All of that shaves minutes, So if you're having a stroke or in a trauma that needs immediate intervention, we're talking about saving several minutes of delays that can save your life.
More than just you guys trying to sell us a product, it's like you feel like you want to grow with us and you want to connect with us as well. I mean, we're merely trying to sell us a product, but with us, we're growing together.
Versa provided a lot of after-sales support, meaning anytime we had concerns, you guys are very easy to talk to. It doesn't feel like something that we just bought and then immediately after it's, you hand us the keys and you say it's on you guys. It really seems like more of a partnership. And of course, a lot of our other clients also use Versa. So Lifeline integrates a lot of security teams, especially for a lot of our bigger corporate accounts. And a lot of those other security teams were already using Versa.
Versa came in proactive. So we had special needs, for instance, and requirements that were outside a normal scope, and you immediately adapted to that. And that's what we appreciated with Versa, because you were always paying attention to what we were saying.
We provide them worry-free service, which we assure them that they just focus on their core business. When it comes to the communication, it's up to Versa to take care of that.
I-recommend talaga siya. Highly recommend kasi syempre, mababa yung cost tsaka yung maintenance. Si Versa na yung mag-handle.
We are offering our clients high quality and excellent service. That's why we are also making sure that we are partnering with companies that will cope up with our standard, that will also give us excellent service.
We have what we call a wet reading, right, which is not yet official. It's so far saved 2 minutes off the 11. By the end of the year, we'll know if that's official. So if Versa has managed to be able to help us drop under a 10-minute response time, that's the gold standard worldwide. So instead of having only 2 or 3 people know what's going on during an emergency, we have 400 people that know what's going on minute by minute, second by second.